Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Pascal Show. What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday. Wow. This has been a crazy turn of events over the past couple hours, over the past 24 hours or so. Since yesterday morning, we found out that President Trump had contracted the COVID-19, the coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? The gift that keeps on giving, I guess, right now, or at least for 14 days. But anyway, he has recently been admitted to the hospital. So, yeah, over yesterday. As much as it's still honestly, it's still blowing my mind. I'm still kind of wrapping my brain around this whole situation. We are going to be showing you, or I am going to be showing you guys or we are going to watch live press conference from President Trump's doctor. He will be providing an actual update on Trump's COVID-19 and, of course, the hospitalization of Trump. So we are going to watch this live together. I figured, since I didn't come on last night, which I really needed that time off, it was a blessing and everything. I got a crazy week coming up here, as some of you guys already know. And so, yes, we are going to be listening to the doctor. He is apparently going to be here live on tape here very soon to talk about basically how Trump is doing, what procedures they're going to be doing in regards to helping him get through this 14 days of hell that he most likely will be going through, because apparently he has had a few minor symptoms. And his temperature was moderately high. Everything he's been having has been moderate to low. But they went ahead and took him to the hospital just in case, because they were concerned. Rightfully so. They were concerned about his well-being. And of course, the last thing they want to have is the president get sick or anything catastrophic like death happening because they didn't do the proper procedures or proper things they need to do to aid him to get through these 14 days that he has to be quarantined. Obviously, it looks like Melania Trump is doing just fine. We recently found out via Twitter that Kellyanne Conway has contracted the COVID. And a couple other people have also contracted the COVID. So it's nuts. There's a lot going on. There's a whole lot going on. But, just so you guys know, because I know some people are going to be like, yay, and some people will be like, damn. But people like Jared Kushner and his wife, obviously Donald Trump's daughter, Ivanka Trump, tested negative for the COVID, so they're okay. They're out. They're out of out of the fire for now. I'm sure they're going to be taking a lot of tests from here on out here very shortly. But then, of course, we also have Joe Biden and his wife both tested negative as well. And there's a lot of things to talk about in regards to that as well. So, like I said, we are going to be watching this. Watching the news unfold fairly shortly. They said they were going to be on around 10 o'clock. It's 10:20 now, y'all. It's almost 10:20, and ain't nothing happened yet, as far as I know. I'm looking at other pages to make sure I'm not losing my mind or that I didn't miss anything. But from what I've seen so far, there has been no updates. And like I said, my goal is for all of us to watch this live together. You know what I'm saying? So for those of y'all who are all watching right now, please hit that like button down below. It would really, really mean a lot. I don't usually do a Saturday show, but I figured, you know what? This is kind of important. We should definitely check this out together and see the updates together. So just wanted to say that. But hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday. Hopefully it's not as gray and gloomy as it is over in my neck of the woods. Hopefully you guys get to go and, throw some meat on a grill. You know what I'm saying? Drink a cold one and enjoy your Saturday before the weather gets really, really cold. Because apparently weather's about to drop here drastically here soon, son. But anyway, let's see. There is something else that I wanted to talk about. This is something interesting, too. They're calling it the Rose Garden Massacre. Apparently, this is ground zero for where everything happened, where this all went down, allegedly. There have been reports of Kellyanne Conway getting sick at this particular place. There are other members that were a part of the Rose Garden address or the thing that they were a part of during that thing. Now they're calling it the Rose Garden Massacre because there's been 5 different people that have contracted the COVID during this specific event called now that is being named the Rose Garden Massacre. Thank you, Tanya Vane, for sending this to me. Shout out to David. Apparently, while we wait, because the doctor has not appeared, the doctor has not shown up for his house call. So Twitter warned it will suspend users who wish for President Trump's death, and then received a backlash claiming double standard. Wow. That's new. This is brand new, guys. Let's see. What does it say? Twitter has issued a statement saying that tweets publicly wishing for President Donald Trump's death following his positive coronavirus diagnosis violate their abusive behavior policy and could result in suspension. The statement published on Friday has sparked a backlash within the Twitter community, with many people describing it as hypocritical. It comes as Trump has announced that he and the First Lady, Melania Trump, tested positive for the coronavirus. The news prompted some people to hope for his speedy recovery, while others tweeted to say they wish the disease would kill him. Twitter said, tweets that wish or hope death, serious bodily harm, or fatal disease against anyone are not allowed and will need to be removed. This statement obviously angered many Twitter users, including some lawmakers who argued that many people, especially those in marginalized communities, receive death threats on the platform all the time with little response from the company. And that's interesting. But you here it is. Real quick, as we wait, because the doctor has not shown up yet. Here it is. It's the president we're talking about. He's the one who runs our country. So obviously he is a very, very popular name. So those things I feel like are going to pop up a little bit easier than someone who might be a part of some sort of marginalized group or something of that sort. You see what I'm saying? I feel like those kind of things. I mean, Trump is a big name. You know what I mean? Any president, it could be Obama, it could be Clinton during those times. You see what I'm saying? If this was happening during the time of Clinton, the Clinton era or Obama era or Bush Jr. or Bush Sr. era, I feel like Twitter would say the same thing. And besides, who would want to sit there and say and wish death on the president? I'm just saying, like, there's a certain level of decency, I think, when it comes to that, but that's just my personal opinion. I feel like, whatever fate, whatever God wants to have happen right now in regards to him living or dying is on that. It's on fate's side. You know what I'm saying? And the doctors will do everything they can. The hospital will do everything they can to make sure he's okay. But no one should be wishing anybody death. Not this way. Period. I don't care. Like I said, I don't care where you stand on the spectrum politically. There is right and there is wrong. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I got to say. And also, Twitter, for example, Twitter's Twitter. Twitter's Twitter. They're gonna sit there and that might be a little two-faced. It might be, but at the same time, at least they're trying to show some sort of respect and at least trying to have some decency when it comes to the health of the person who leads our country right now. Whether you like him or not, no person should die. You should not wish death on someone, you know what I'm saying, who is running the country. That's just what I think. Unless that person's Hitler, then yes, wish death on them all day long. That's what I think on that. But thank you for that. Thank you for that article. And that's just crazy, And I understand people have freedom of speech. They can say whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? I've seen videos and memes and stuff of people showing Drago from Rocky IV saying if he dies, he dies. You know what I'm saying? And there's some comical part of it, but at the same time, it's like y'all need to. We all just need to sit back and wait. Sit back and wait. And like I say, if you were in his shoes, would you want people tweeting hoping that you died? I think not. That's just what I think. You know what I'm saying? And then when it comes to like AOC and Representative Rashida Tlaib, they said that they frequently faced death threats on Twitter. Well, yeah, it sucks. That's terrible. And Twitter needs to tighten their ship up. You know what I'm saying? They need to really do some work and get some stuff on point. Period. You know what I'm saying? Period. But moving on to this, because I'm still waiting for this damn doctor to show up. Damn, bruh. He still ain't there, yo. But anyway, and I will be opening up the phone calls here in a little bit. You know what I mean? And LB, I feel you. You know what I'm saying? I get death threats all the time, too. You know what I'm saying? I get text messages, or not text messages, but tweets and DMs and comments in some of the videos that I have out there. And it's so stupid. But but at the same time, you just got to let it be what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Exactly. Pull up then, man. You know what I mean? You don't want to see me in the heater. Trust. But it is what it is. As a famous Trump line. It is what it is. But I do wish him a speedy recovery. It's still terrible to hear that he's sick, all that. But at the same time, I'm praying to God that he is going to march to a different beat from this point on. I hope this changes his thoughts. Now, the other thing I'm concerned about is that I really would hate for him to turn this into something else so that it benefits his election. I would hope that he would come out of this going, I've learned a lesson. I'm wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I wish it would be something like, hey, I've learned something now. I learned my lesson. I was wrong about this. We need to take this more seriously. Now I'm in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping for that. But I have a feeling that I just have a feeling in my heart of hearts, he's going to use this as an opportunity to spin this as much as he can. Spin it. Or his team will probably spin it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, LB, you hoping for a lot. That's true. But hey, yeah, I'm glad you agree. I would hope that he would come out and go, yo, I've learned my lessons, y'all. I have learned my lesson. I've been sitting here trying to act like, that this isn't real, that the coronavirus is BS and it's not that serious and no one needs to really wear a mask and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I hope this changes his path. Because this would show him that would be a good look for him no matter what, actually. If he goes, you know what? I've learned something. I can be better than this. I can be better than this. and I've learned. I'm a grown adult, and I'm a well thought out human being. I'm an intelligent human being, and I can learn from my mistakes. And from what I've learned is that I got to practice these certain things, and we all must do the same. That's what he should be doing. That's what I hope he does when he walks out of this just fine in 14 days. That's what I hope. Yes, he is stubborn as hell, Zozo Bob. I agree. He is stubborn as hell. But I hope that it would that it would change his ways. You know, I would hope that it would change his thoughts, his ways. I mean, we could be hopeful just a little bit, right? Just a tiny bit. Breaking news, NFL quarterback Cam Newton tests positive for COVID-19. You see what I'm saying, baby? Mr. T12, thank you so much for that information. See, this is what it is, bruh. This is what it is, y'all. NFL don't give no damns about nothing. They don't care about the COVID-19. There's already been another team that had to stop playing because they had an outbreak in their own team. This is just the beginning, y'all. We keep saying this, but I'm telling you, man, we got to take this stuff seriously. This COVID stuff is no joke. Yet people are sitting here not giving a damn. Why? Because they see the president not giving a damn too. And now he's sick. Look, see what I'm saying? Bruh, come on, babies. Come on, ladies and germs. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Rose Garden Massacre. Sorry, I want to pull this up. I want you guys to see this photo because it's wild. And there's some other videos of like Kellyanne Conway getting really, really close to the attorney general, just like really close, like talking like very close. You know what I'm saying? This is some weird stuff, man. But I want you guys to see this photo because it's just nasty. This is the world we live in, y'all. This is the world we live in. I want you guys to see this right here. This is what it looks like, right? Like at the Rose Garden press briefing or whatever he had, the speech that he did in the Rose Garden. I just want you to see this photo. Wait, hold up, real quick. Let me make sure he hasn't come out yet. The doctor has not come out yet. So I want you guys to see this photo real quick. Boom. Do you see that? Do you see that photo? Do you see all that? You know what I'm saying? What's up in your chat? Good morning. But here it is. Look. Look, that first front line. There's nobody wearing a mask. There's one right here. There's a couple here. There's one right here. But nobody else. Boom, boom, boom. Look, Kellyanne Conway's right there in her whatever pink or white dress she's wearing. Melania's right here with the kids all up in this piece. Nobody wearing a mask over here either, man. Front line right here. Nobody's wearing it, bruh. Nobody wearing not a damn thing. Okay? Bunch of people. This is not 6 feet. This is not 6 feet of Kevin Bacon. You know what I'm saying? This ain't 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon up in this piece. This is all people all up on each other. Bow, 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 bow. They're saying that this Rose Garden Massacre was literally, literally the, what's the word? It was ground zero for the outbreak that is happening in the White House right now as we speak. Bruh. Let me show you another photo. This is crazy. This photo or this video. They have a video of Kellyanne Conway chilling in the cut, just in real close proximity to the attorney general. Here we go. Bang. Look how close they get. And then everybody else who's all there, you know what I'm saying? Everybody. All people all up in each other's faces and stuff. Look how close they are. That's uncomfortably close, y'all. Bruh. Look at how close they got. Dang. What are they whispering about? You know what I'm saying? He's like, so I'm gonna see you later on tonight, right? Is that what's going down? Yes, but, we got to keep it on the low. You know what I mean? Keep this on the DL. What exactly do they need to be that close with each other, chopping it up? What are they chopping up about? That close. No, none of them are wearing a mask. Now, Kellyanne Conway got the Rona. Like I said, crazy, right? Crazy. And the doctor still ain't here yet. Dang, bruh, it's 10:35. Come on, man. He was supposed to be on like 35 minutes ago, bruh. Come on, man. But like I said, if you're feeling what I'm saying, hit that like button down below. Real talk. Please, pretty please hit that like button down below. That would really mean a lot. Okay. Mary D, it makes me it just makes me think. Do they think because of who they are, they can't get sick? I just don't get it. And I agree. It doesn't make any sense. Mary D, it doesn't make any sense at all. It don't make no sense. You know what I mean? Now that's called the Rose Garden Massacre now. Because that apparently is that is ground zero from where the outbreak happened. Now, I'm wondering which one was the monkey from Outbreak. That's what I'd like to know. Which one is patient zero that spread that ish to everybody else or got a lot of other people sick? That's what I'd like to know. That's what I'd like to know. It's crazy. Crazy, y'all. Let me check on this. Maybe the doctor, maybe this live feed I was looking at is wrong or something. I don't know, because he should have already been gone. Nope, still the same old ish. And then the people who are camped outside of the hospital, literally camped outside the hospital, just in support, waving their Trump flags and all that. And see, this is what happens when you don't have a job to go to. You got time to sit out there and wave a flag. Good on you, I guess. Good on you. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go into a quick commercial break because I want to heat up this coffee right quick. And then I'm going to open up the phone lines because I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear from you guys. It'll be a quick one. Hold up. I need to get the commercials, though. Shoot. Because I thought as soon as I got on, he would have been like chopping it up already. Dang. He ain't done not a dang thing, Brett. This is some BS. I expect more from the doctors. They're supposed to be on in a timely fashion. You know what I'm saying? This is not the time to be fashionably late, my brothers and sisters. You feel me? That's all I'm saying. Let's see. The C-SPAN feed just has a doctor talking. They're still showing. Nope. That's not it. They're still showing an empty podium. Yeah, see, right now they just have people walking out. Oh, I think it's happening. Could it possibly be happening? It might. Yes, it is. I think it is. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to go heat this coffee real quick, and you guys can take a listen to this stuff. Enjoy.
Morning, everyone. Thank you for coming. Dr. Sean Conley, physician to the President. This morning I'd like to start by first sharing that the President and First Family, First Lady, extremely grateful for the enormous outpouring of support and prayers that the whole world and country have been providing and sharing. I'd like to thank Colonel Andrew Barr and all the medical and support staff here at Walter Reed for their tireless efforts, providing everything and anything the medical team, the President, and I could need. This morning, the President is doing very well. Behind me are some of the members of the President's medical team, whom I'd like to introduce. Dr. Sean Dooley, Pulmonary Critical Care. Dr. Brian Garibaldi, Pulmonary Critical Care. Dr. Robert Browning, Pulmonary Critical Care. Dr. Jason Blaylock, Infectious Disease. Dr. Wes Campbell, Infectious Disease. Dr. John Hodgson, anesthesia. Major Kurt Klein, Army nurse. Commander Megan Nasworthy, Navy nurse. Lieutenant Juliana Levopa, Navy nurse. Lieutenant Commander John Shea, clinical pharmacist. And not present with us are Lieutenant Beth Carter, Lieutenant Maureen Meehan, both Navy nurses, and Dr. Jesse Schonow, Director of our Executive Medicine Program. As reported yesterday, consultation with this group, I recommended we bring the President up to Walter Reed as a precautionary measure to provide state-of-the-art monitoring and any care that he may need. Just 72 hours into the diagnosis now, the first week of COVID, and in particular days 7 to 10, are the most critical in determining the likely course of this illness. At this time, the team and I are extremely happy with the progress the President has made. Thursday, he had a mild cough and some nasal congestion and fatigue, all of which are now resolving and improving. At this time, I'd like to bring up Dr. Dooley to discuss some of the specifics of the President's care.
Thank you, and good afternoon. I'm Dr. Sean Dooley, as Dr. Conley mentioned. I'll start off by mentioning how incredibly proud I am of our medical team assembled behind me, and the honor it's been to care for the President over these last 24 hours here at Walter Reed. He's receiving outstanding multidisciplinary care, the state of the science for coronavirus infection. We are monitoring him very closely for any evidence of complications from either the coronavirus illness or the therapies that we are prescribing to make him better. We have monitored his cardiac function, his kidney function, his liver function. All of those are normal. And the President this morning is not on oxygen, not having difficulty breathing or walking around the White House Medical Unit upstairs. He's in exceptionally good spirits, and in fact, as we were completing our multidisciplinary rounds this morning, the quote he left us with was, "I feel like I could walk out of here today," and that was a very encouraging comment from the President.
Of course.
Moving forward, I'll go ahead and introduce Dr. Garibaldi, who will talk about some of our therapeutics and the plan of care for today. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Dooley, and I'd like to echo the sentiment from the entire team. What an honor and a privilege it is to be part of this multidisciplinary unit to care for the President. About 48 hours ago, the President received a special antibody therapy directed against the coronavirus, and we're working very closely with the company to monitor him in terms of that outcome. Yesterday evening, he received his first dose of IV remdesivir, and our plan is to continue a 5-day treatment course for remdesivir. And the big plan for today, since he's in such great spirits and doing well, is to encourage him to eat, to drink, to stay hydrated, to be up out of bed, and to be working and doing the things that he needs to do to get well. And I'll refer Dr. Connolly to any questions.
Thanks, Brian. It's important to note the President's been fever-free for over 24 hours. We remain cautiously optimistic, but he's doing great. With that, one other note. It should be clear that he's got plenty of work to get done from the Chief of Staff, and he's doing it. With that, if there's a couple questions about the President's health in the last couple days.
Sir, can you tell us the President's oxygen saturation level, please?
Yeah, so the last saturation that we had up walking around, he was about 96%.
And he's receiving he has not received any supplemental oxygen?
He's not on oxygen right now, that's right.
Apparently he was on oxygen.
He's not needed any this morning today at all. That's
Apparently
right.
he was on oxygen before he got on his plane.
An estimated date when he might be discharged?
I got some photos.
Well, I don't want to put a hard date on that. He's doing so well, but with a known course of the illness, days 7 to 10, we get really concerned about the inflammatory phase 2. Given that we provided some of these advanced therapy so early in the course, a little bit earlier than most of the patients we know and follow, it's hard to tell where he is on that course, and so every day we're evaluating, does he need to be here, what does he need, and where's he going?
What do you see as the probability that he will need supplemental oxygen going forward?
I don't want to put a percentage on that, but right now all indicators are that that he'll remain off of oxygen going forward.
And in terms of like blood clots, pneumonia, bacterial infection, what do you see as the risk on that front?
Well, we know that all of them are risks associated with this condition. He is receiving all of the standard of care and beyond per routine, international COVID protocols. So we're monitoring for all of that, but at the moment, there's no cause for concern.
You said he's fever-free now. What was his fever when he had one, sir?
I'd rather not give any specific numbers, but he did have a fever Thursday into Friday, and since Friday morning, he's had none.
Okay. And what was the date?
On top of the other antibodies.
Ooh.
I'm sorry?
Why remdesivir on top of the antibodies?
So remdesivir works a little bit differently than the antibodies. We're maximizing all aspects of his care, attacking this virus, a multi-pronged approach. As the president, I didn't want to hold anything back. If there was any possibility that it would add value to his care and expedite his return, I wanted to take it. And the team agreed, and that's why we proceeded.
Doctor, what was the date of the president's last negative test?
I'm not going to get into all the testing going back, but he and all the staff routinely are tested, and so.
Doctor, what is the PPE protocol for President Trump receiving visitors and doctors?
It's the same as any hospital has. We have an area that's clean that you put your equipment on, and then beyond that, everybody is fully gowned up, masks, gloves. We're protecting ourselves and him.
Have you done a screen? Has there been any sign of any lung damage whatsoever?
We are following all of that. We do daily ultrasounds. We do daily lab work. The team is tracking all of that.
Has there been any sign of damage, sir?
I'm not going to go into specifics on what the findings of any of that are.
If we just put you down on one thing, has he ever been on supplemental oxygen?
Right now, he is not on
I understand.
oxygen.
I know you keep saying
That's
right now, but should we read into the fact that he had been previously?
Yesterday and today, he was not on oxygen.
So he has not been on it during his COVID treatment?
He's not on oxygen right now.
Has hydroxychloroquine been considered as a viable treatment option for the president?
We discussed it. He asked about it. He's not on it now.
And in terms of symptoms, has he also experienced difficulty breathing?
No, he has not. Never did. He had a little cough. He had the fever. More than anything, he's felt run down.
Who is handling contact tracing? Is that the White House or CDC?
The White House Medical Unit, in conjunction with in collaboration with CDC and local state and health departments, are conducting all contact tracing per CDC guidelines.
When was the positive diagnosis made? You said 72 hours. That would put it at Wednesday.
Yeah. So Thursday afternoon, following the news of a close contact, is when we repeated testing, and given kind of clinical indications, that a little bit more concern, and that's when late that night we got the PCR confirmation that he was.
Is there any clarity on how he became infected?
Not going to go into that. As far as his care, it's irrelevant.
Or when he became infected?
Yeah, we're not going to go into that. We're just tracking his clinical course and providing the best care we can.
Will President Trump have to stay at Walter Reed to get the 5-day remdesivir treatment?
We've discussed that. Right now, if he needs all 5 days, that will likely be the course. But again, every day we're reviewing with the team his needs for being here. And,
exactly.
And as soon as he gets to the point where it's not a requirement, he may still need some care, but if we can provide that downtown at the house, then we will transition at that point, as long as it's safe and appropriate and the team agrees.
I can see that, Mr. T12, for sure.
Does he have any other risk factors that make him more at risk for sort of a severe case?
Well, not particularly. I mean, he's 74, he's male,
right.
And he is slightly overweight. Other than that, he's very healthy. His cholesterol is great, his blood pressure is great, he's not on medication for that. He's up and active. You saw his activity, the days leading up to, the long hours and everything else. He's able to handle it.
Can you provide other vitals like heart rate, blood pressure, and temperature?
So his heart rate is in the 70s to 80s. His blood pressure has remained where it's historically been during our physicals. 110 to 120 systolic. He's great. It's never budged. I've had no concerns there.
So why was the decision made to transfer him here?
Because he's the President of the United States.
Andy,
That's true.
doctors
Good
have
point.
found that the prone position is helpful for COVID. Has he been in that at all?
No, he asked about that. He did, Thursday into Friday. He's been briefed by the task force and all the scientists for months, and he brought that up, as we were discussing his cough, and at that time his oxygen levels were okay, and we didn't feel like we needed to do it. We came up here, we discussed it with the team as well. We consider all options, but he has not needed any of that.
Why wasn't the First Lady admitted as well?
The First Lady's doing great. Thanks for asking. She has no indication for hospitalization, advanced therapy. She's convalescing at home. Thank you.
I'm going to try to pin you down one more time. I know you said there was no oxygen yesterday.
He's not on oxygen
but did he receive
today.
Did he receive any on Thursday?
And what's today? Saturday?
Saturday.
No, Thursday.
Okay, so no Thursday, no Friday, no Saturday. That's fine.
So
that was why we were confused.
Thursday, no oxygen, none at this moment. Yeah, and yesterday with the team, while we were all here, he was not on oxygen.
So has the president actually been admitted as a patient to this hospital?
The president is a patient at Walter Reed National Military Medical Center.
Is he on any steroids? Press, thank you.
Can you ask that
Thank you very much.
Okay.
He's like, I'm done, y'all. I'm done asking all these. I'm done answering all these damn questions. You're asking the same damn question 15 times in a row. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Well, there you have it. I don't think anybody else is going to be coming up anytime soon. So there you have it, y'all. That is them are the breaks. That's what's going on. Well, there it is. It's nuts. Yeah, Manushka, it was a stupid ass question too. And they just keep asking the same questions over and over and over again. And it's like, yo, he already said 15 times in a row what he had to say. And I'm sure, like Tanny Vane said, and it's a very good point, that there are a lot of confidentiality agreements and stuff like that, like where he can't give out that much information about how Trump is doing. If he's struggling or if he isn't struggling, all he can sit there and say is like he's doing all right. You know what I mean? He cool. He doing all right. You know what I mean? He's got a little fever. He's doing this, and this, but all the vital signs are looking good and all that. The only reason why Melania is not in the hospital is because she's probably asymptomatic. She obviously has it, but she's probably not having as much of a reaction as he is. Also, he is much older than Melania. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, wait a second, he's in his 70s, he's old. I'm sure he's got some ailments that are going on in his body, pre-existing ailments that he has going on in his body that nobody else, the public don't really know about. So they're like, hey, we got to keep an eye on this dude just to make sure he's okay. But yes, I agree. Tyrannus and Zozo Bob, I think, said it as well. Slightly overweight is an exaggeration for sure. But at least he's not sitting here going, he's the healthiest. He is the healthiest the president that there's ever been, and all that. Especially when all he does is drink Diet Cokes, large Diet Cokes, and eat McDonald's every single day. You know what I mean? King size value meals of McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? You're telling me his cholesterol is just slightly high? You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It seems a little bit of a stretch to me. You know what I'm saying? But the reason why they were asking about the oxygen is because people are speculating that I'm about to pull this up because I need you guys to see this. I want you guys to see with your own two eyes because, who's to say this is real or no, but I want you guys to see it with your own two eyes. Hold on. So they said, somebody on Facebook said, if you're wondering, well, actually, I'm just going to pull this up so you guys can see this together with me. Whoops. Come on. Sorry, 1 second. All right. They're saying, if you're wondering why it took Trump so long to walk out of the White House and board Marine One, and why Marine One landed and positioned the way it was, so close to the White House. Here's the Paul Harvey to yesterday's breaking news. You don't hospitalize POTUS only out of an abundance of caution. He has world-class medical care, and they can get him just 10 miles away from Walter Reed in moments. Notice with the Marine One. So in a moment's notice with Marine One. So they say that he was having that this right here, this bulge in his jacket is an oxygen tank. Then they're saying that this right here is the oxygen tube getting fed up through his mask so he can wear an oxygen mask, allegedly. So this is the same thing. Now, to me, I keep thinking that maybe this is just him being patched into like Secret Service or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that could just be him, like an IFB. You know what I'm saying? But it just looks like it's getting fed through this through his mask. But it seems like he's double bagging his face. You know what I mean? He double bagged his own mask. He's double masking right now because obviously he's sick with the COVID. So anyway, so I think that's one of the reasons why people are asking a lot of questions about if he's got the, you know, if he's really that sick or not, just to be completely funky on that ish. But there it is. There it is. And that's the reason. That's why I think that's one of the reasons why people are asking a lot of questions, because they think that he had an oxygen mask on. He also had an oxygen tank strapped to his side. You know, of course, regardless if he did or not, it doesn't matter. What matters is if he's okay. What matters is him bouncing back from this. If he wants to hide, whether, like, here it is. If he really is sick, if he is actually really sick, right? Of course, he's going to try to show that he's invincible to the general public. No matter what, everybody's going to do that. I would do that. I don't want people seeing me like, unless I was in really, really bad shape. I don't want people just sitting there just seeing me like rolled out in a wheelchair if I had COVID. You know what I'm saying? I'd want to walk out like a G. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, he represents the country. And the last thing you want to see the leader of your country be is weak or not be able to walk out into the airplane, into the helicopter, Marine One, by yourself. Then all of a sudden, every other enemy that hates this country, that thinks, oh, wait, this is vulnerable time to bomb the country. They see that they see the president being wheeled out in a, you know, on a hospital bed or wheeled out on a wheelchair. They're going, we got this mother lover now. Yes, time to bomb. Send the nukes. You see what I'm saying? He's got an image to uphold for show. For show. You know what I'm saying? And that's absolutely right. Roosevelt most definitely hid his polio for years, y'all. For years, because he didn't want to come off like he was weak. Because he represents not only himself, he also represents the country. So, of course, if he had an oxygen tank strapped to his side and he's doing this and he's trying to cover it up and make it look like nothing, you know what I mean? He's double bagging the masks and all that stuff to cover up maybe the oxygen mask that's in his you know, on his face and everything. So be it. I would expect him to do that. Real talk. I would expect any president to do that. But of course, the reporters are going to sit there and go, did he have any oxygen? Did he have any oxygen today? Did he have any oxygen yesterday? Is he on oxygen? He's not on oxygen. Yes, you. Is he on oxygen? Is he on oxygen right now? He's not on oxygen today. Yes, you. Yes, so what the people would like to know, yes. Was there any oxygen on him? Was he on oxygen yesterday or today? No, he's not on oxygen. Bruh, just let it go. You know what I'm saying? Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. You know what I'm saying? Frozen, baby. Let it go. You know what I'm saying? But what I really care about, I don't give a damn about that stuff. Whether he had a mask, whether he had oxygen on or not. What I give a damn about is how he's going to bounce back. That's what I care about. Because no matter what, whether you like him or not, he still represents this country. And if he dies from this, God forbid that he does, bruh, that's a bad look for us, yo. That's a bad look. You don't think that people are going to be out in the streets losing their damn minds? Those damn Proud Boys, them boys out in the streets acting a damn fool, putting all the blame on this the China virus. Just saying. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. But just saying, people are going to be out here. If he gets sick like that, if he gets all torn up really, really bad, and it's transparent as hell, and everybody and their mama knows he's all jacked up. You don't think that people are going to be out in the streets losing their damn minds? All the Trump supporters, all the people that are sitting there, all the people that say China virus, the China flu, that blame it on China. You don't think that that's not going to turn into something even worse in the streets? Think about it, y'all. Just saying. But anyway, I got the phone lines open. The phone lines are open right now as we speak. Give me a call, 314-766-4581. Phone lines are open. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Love to hear some new voices. Hear some new voices. Hear some new people on the show. So please, also, if you haven't done it yet, hit that like button down below. I'd really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I don't usually do a Saturday stream. I don't usually do a Saturday show, but I figured this is important stuff that we need to talk about. My question to you guys is this, and I've asked this on the morning show yesterday morning, but I'm going to repeat it again. Him being sick, him contracting the COVID-19, is this a good look or a bad look for Mr. President Trump? Definitely give me a call. 314-766-4581. Give me a call. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Phone lines are officially open. Okay? Phone lines are open. But as we were saying, this is some crazy stuff. Now they're tracking it all the way back to I guess there was a speaking engagement that he had in the Rose Garden outside of the White House. And now they are calling that the Rose Garden Massacre. And I just talked about that earlier, but at the same time, there's a lot of people that are now coming out, contracting the virus. Literally, the White House is a hotspot for the COVID, for the Rona. Literally, y'all, it is a hotspot right now for the Rona. That is jacked up, y'all. And a lot of those people are following Trump in suit in regards to him sitting there going, you don't need to wear a mask. You know, you don't need to wear it. We're all tremendous people. Tremendous people. We don't need a mask. What do you need a mask for? You don't need a mask. You don't need a mask. We got tremendous people. Like, no, obviously he's got it. Now he's got it. This thing doesn't care about race, color. It doesn't care about color, creed, how much money you got in that bank account. It's coming after anybody. And now it's got both the First Lady and President Trump. Crazy. Crazy, yo. But like I said, the phone lines are open. 766-4581. Do you think this is going to help his election campaign, or do you think it's going to destroy it? Give me a call. 314-766-4581. Love to hear your thoughts on this ish. Read some of your comments while people muster up the courage to give me a call. Anyway, LB, Trump tested positive for coronavirus 72 hours ago, according to his doctor. And he went to Duluth for a rally on Wednesday and Bedminster on Thursday for a fundraiser. Yes. So that's the thing. So he got it I'm assuming he got it at the Rose Garden during the Rose Massacre. That's my assumption. He got it at the Rose Garden Massacre. He traveled. He went to the debates. Then he traveled off on Wednesday to do his stuff. Then Thursday he went to a fundraiser. So all the people that he was in contact with during that time, which is most likely a lot of people, all got to be tested right now. There's a lot of people that were in contact with him that have contracted the virus. And it's bad. Let's find out. Let's find out who's got the COVID now. Let's see. Because we got Kellyanne Conway. Let's see. Because I saw a list here earlier. I'm trying to find it again. So Melania Trump, Reverend John Jenkins, Senator Mike Lee. Who else? Damn, I'm trying to find this list. There's a very, very long list of people, or there's a decent list of people that are either waiting for there's TBAs. There's a lot of people that are waiting for their test results to come back. And then there's other people that are, obviously sick. Governor Chris Christie just announced that he has COVID-19. Bruh, I'm telling you, man. If this was something, if this was a thing that was made specifically to take out the White House and everything that has the Trump administration and all that, and any other government official and all that stuff, it's working. Now it's working. Damn, yo. Damn, that is some crazy ish. Crazy. And then, we're starting to see our football players are starting to contract it now. Just like I just talked about a second ago, Cam Newton has tested positive for COVID-19. ESPN reports. And he's with the Patriots. The Patriots quarterback has tested positive for COVID-19. Now, Sunday's game against Kansas City will be rescheduled. Now, here it is. You got Cam Newton for the Patriots that is sick. Now he has the COVID. He's got COVID-19. So here it is. Now the rest of the team has to get repeatedly tested over and over and over again. And most likely, they're all going to have to sit out a couple games. They're going to have to reschedule a slew of different games because they're not doing the bubble. They're not practicing the bubble. But how could they? The NFL is gigantic. So how could they? Same thing with what happened with the Major League Baseball. Same issue. They were having the same damn issues, man. Like I said, this is the time right now where it's October. We're stepping into November. The weather is starting to get cold. You know what I mean? The weather outside is weather. So there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be starting to get sick. Straight up, yo. Straight up. Flu season. We're marching down the street towards flu season. People are going to start contracting crazy-ish. Real talk. Man, it's terrible. Joshua, I work as a housekeeper, janitor in Children's Hospital. They had put out in COVID unit, and all the PPE procedures are strict. Okay. I wonder if Secret Service are all found up outside his room. Are all found up outside his room? I wonder what he's doing, Joshua, but thank you so much for the comment. Evelyn, under Trump, lowest unemployment history for African Americans in history. See National Review article, October 2019. I guess you guys have a little bit of a debate going on right now. Marxism is the enemy, not racism. Marxists have caused most of the problems in our history, then blame it on the Christians. Comments. Oh, boy. But anyway, here it is. Love to hear your thoughts, guys. So give me a call one last time before I wrap it up, I guess. 314-766-4581. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this whole situation. What you think, what your thoughts are, y'all. What are dem thoughts? Real freaking talk. Anyway, this is something I found very interesting as well. This is a strange conversation. So roll with me because this is a left turn. This has nothing to do with Trump having the Rona. This is just a left ass turn. And I was going to do it as a pop-up video, but I figured, well, I'm here. Might as well do it anyway. This is weird. This is very, very weird. Oh, okay. Currently working, plus my keyboard on my phone sucks. I meant to say, I wonder if the Secret Service are outside his room, all geared up, since they only let a few people in the hallway of the COVID unit. I'm assuming, yes, Joshua. I'm assuming that they're all just, ready to go, because you never know. This could be anybody's plan. Let's completely be funky on it. This could very well be a thing, like a plan. The plan is to get him sick, get him into the hospital where he's most vulnerable, and then go and assassinate or some crazy thing like that. And we don't want that. Of course not. So of course those guys are going to be sitting there just bang, ready to go. You know what I mean? Be positive on Periscope. They said Trump is feeling great. Best little break he's had in 3+ years. You know what? Probably. You never know. They probably just took him in. That could be for just a precaution, just out of precaution, straight up precaution. You know what I mean? But at the same time, we'll never know. I feel like the doctor will only say what he needs to say because, of course, Trump will never, ever want to show that he's vulnerable ever. And I understand why. I totally understand why. Like I said, if I was Trump, if I were in his shoes, if I was president, I wouldn't want anybody knowing that I'm vulnerable at all. Whatsoever. Not at all. I don't want anybody knowing that I'm sick. Shoot. Hell to the no. If I'm running the country, dang, I don't want them. Shoot. I want them to think that I'm Superman. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want them to come in and go, no, man, I'm not cool with that. I am not cool with that. I prefer that. Enemy Nation, facts. Yes, me too. I'm like, what is going on in the comments today? But it's okay. It's okay. Y'all get your thoughts out. Say what you need to say. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. That's what the comments section is for. Get it all out. Get it off your chest. Smash that QWERTY keyboard with all that passion and form some sentences. Enjoy yourselves. Don't believe he has COVID. It's a diversion due to the backlash. You really think so? Ogilese. You really think so? You think it's see, I've heard that theory, by the way. I've heard that conspiracy theory that he's just doing this to, like, this is a sympathy move. This is a move to get, like, the sympathy vote. You know, to get people going, oh, you know, he's going to bounce back, and then he's going to sit there and say that this particular thing that he used, like the hydrochloroquine, is going to be the thing that he's going to come out and say it helped. You know, I'm fine. Look, I was right all along. You know what I'm saying? But then again, I really do hope that he does come out of it a changed man. I really do. You know? But I do see that being the thing where people are going to sit there and go, hey, you know, oh, thank you, Kitty. Pascal 2024. Man, that would be, I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know if I want to do that stuff. That's too much responsibility, bruh. Too much responsibility, sweetheart. But at the same time, though, I could see him spinning it. I could see his team spinning it to make him look absolutely flawless. And then saying that remdesivir or whatever the hell the thing is, or hydrochloroquine, or all the other whatever concoctions that are out there as vaccines or as things to help aid with the issues with COVID-19. I feel like he's just going to come out and say, hey, I needed to use this, therefore everything's good. I'm good now. I'm perfect. All because I used such and such. Hydrochloroquine saved my life. Everyone must be on hydrochloroquine. Watch. And then all the Trump supporters and stuff will go, oh, he's right. Vote for him because he knows the way. So that is a theory that people are thinking of. People think that that is what it is. They automatically think that, oh, yeah, he's trying to do this so he can, he's doing this so he can get the sympathy vote. I don't think so. But I wouldn't put it past him as well. You know, anything to get the vote. But then at the same time, though, you see that out there's a lot of people that are feeling some type of way about it. Some people are going, he's lying, you know, like he's been telling everybody not to do X, Y, and Z. And then now he's sick. Bad move, bro. You should have worn a mask. You should have practiced social distancing. You should have done all the woulda, coulda, shoulda done, blah, blah, blah. Right. But then at the same time, there's other people that are going, oh, he's going through it. And, you know, there's people who feel for him. Understandably. Shoot, I'm not a Trump supporter and I feel for him. You know what I'm saying? I feel for him. It's terrible. Anybody who gets sick with this stuff it's not a good thing. But he's not getting my vote, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Unless, you know, the next two votes come out and he's just like, or next two debates come out. If they actually do the debates and he comes out guns blazing. But I've yet to see that. That debate was not, that last debate was a disaster. Didn't make him, in my personal opinion, didn't make him look good. And I think that's where a lot of people think that he's doing that. This is the reason why people are doing this. Or this is the reason why he's doing this, that he's sick. But I do think he's sick. I really do think he's actually sick. I don't think that he would say all this and then all of a sudden you got Kellyanne Conway, you got all these other people that are coming out saying that they're sick too. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Like as this was a one big plan. Hey guys, hey guys, I got a tremendous idea. All of us are going to get sick with the COVID because that's going to be a really good look for all of us. No, I don't agree. I don't agree with that at all. Tyrannus, I don't hope he dies, but I have no sympathy for him. You know, I feel you. I feel what you're saying, Tyrannus. I feel what you're saying. You know? I feel you, man. But, you know, like I said, I don't think Trump's going to die. He going to be fine. But they say, from my understanding, they say it is really, really bad. Like you think you're fine and then you get slammed hard and then you get really, really sick. And then you think it's over, and then another wave of just terrible feelings come back at you again. You see what I'm saying? And then you think you're done. You know what I mean? It just keeps coming at you in waves. You think it's over, but oh, no, it ain't done yet. It just keeps coming at you until it's finally over. So right now, Trump might be feeling great or might be feeling fine, but he still has to get through, 12 more days of hell? So we're going to have to wait and see. Yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah. You know, like I said, I've been seeing a lot of the Drago, you know what I mean? Those memes. Like, you know, like I said earlier, Enemy Nation, you know, if he dies, he dies. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's funny. But people are putting it out there like that. I don't wish him death. I wish him a speedy recovery. I would love to see a decent debate between him and Biden on the next two debates, if they're even going to do them anymore. And, you know, we'll see what happens. All right. So I guess nobody's going to call, and that's fine. That is fine. I ain't mad at nobody. You know what I'm saying? I just figured it's Saturday. You guys got nothing to do. You know what I mean? You ain't got no job. You ain't got nothing to do. You can call today. But apparently, it ain't happening. Yes. So Zozo Bob, yeah, the next debate is definitely, I would assume, is going to be canceled. That debate is what, this Tuesday? Isn't it supposed to be Tuesday or something like that? So I'm hoping that it's canceled. Shoot, what is he going to do? He's going to Skype in? He's going to Zoom in to fight out this BS? Nah. Yes, it's always weird to see the news breaks something related to COVID that has studies released 3+ months ago. Yeah. In your chat, you know what? No one is too chicken to call. You know what I'm saying? You'd be all right. I'm not here throwing any shade on nobody. You know, this show is all about, well, you know, we have our disagreements, but it's all about love. You know what I'm saying? We got to talk about stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Kitty, you're right. The next debate is between the vice presidents, or the vice presidential debates are happening next week as well. And yes, you're right. The VP debates are on Tuesday, which will be very interesting as well. I will not be on for a good portion of next week, so it's going to be tragic. I'll be doing a lot of pop-up videos, but I will not be on lives starting like Tuesday. So, yes. But yeah. Yeah. So I think this is it. Ooh, wop. So I think I'm going to roll on here, guys. But I appreciate you guys coming on, being a part of the conversation today and everything. There's a lot to cover. Man, it's terrible. President Trump has the COVID. There's a lot of other people that are following in suit like dominoes, literally falling like dominoes right now, that were involved or around him during either the debates, during the Rose Garden speaking engagement that he had, which is also called AKA the Rose Garden Massacre. There's a lot to to backtrack and look at to see where people actually got sick, where that particular moment happened. And it's really terrible. It's really, really terrible. And I wish everybody, I wish Trump a speedy recovery. I hope that nothing terrible happens from here until until the elections actually happen. But I would like to see him actually have a moment to fight and debate Biden, so that there's an actual fair kind of debate going on. I'd love to see that. Tanny Vane, well, you've been doing really, really great, my brother. So real talk, I know that you said I need a break from talking on video, still getting used to it. You've been doing really great, bro. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate it. You being on and everything. It's been a blessing having you on. Real talk. But anyway, guys, it is time to get going. I appreciate all y'all tuning in and being a part of this conversation. I will most likely have a pop-up video here coming up here very, very soon. It's a weird story coming out from France. So we're going to be I'm going to be rapping about this because it's weird. It's really, really weird. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. And it has nothing, it's not super political or anything crazy like that. But hey, it's a fun one that should, that we can just kind of chuckle at and have a good conversation about, But anyway, if there's any other breaking news, I'll most likely, do a stream at some point if there's something that's about to drop some new information and whatnot. Okay. But if you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe button down below. That would really, really mean a lot. Also, hit that like button underneath this feed if you enjoyed the conversation and enjoyed the impromptu live show. So anyway, I got to get going. Oh, right when I'm about to go. My gosh, right. All right. Hey, you're on the mic with the Pascal Show. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, Pascal, and you thought you got out of here.
I was just about to leave. Who is this? What's your name?
I know. When I went back and scrolled your number and you had put in the prefixes 341, and from memory I said St. Louis 314.
Oh, I made a mistake. My bad. Did I do that?
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was typing it as I was speaking. Who is this? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
James Joseph.
Oh, James Joseph.
From Chattanooga, Tennessee.
What's up, man? How you doing, brother?
Yeah, I know. I sound different, don't I?
Yeah, man. How are things?
Well, it's been a while. Hey, listen. So I got on the football. And I'm like, these teams are going down by attrition.
Yes. It's going to be, I'm interested to see what's going to happen here over the next couple weeks, because if like Cam Newton's getting sick, there's another team of like 8 or 9 other players that got sick as well on another team.
The Tennessee Titans.
Yes, the Tennessee Titans. So I'm interested to see what happens as time goes on, because, I mean, weather's going to get cold. People are going to get sick. Just in general, people have the sniffles. People are going to get just the regular common cold. There's also the flu that they have to, battle off as well if they're not taking the vaccination for the flu. So it'll be interesting to see what happens
over the next couple of weeks. I know. It's like a snowball going down a hill. It just keeps getting faster and faster, momentum, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I thought, I keep waiting for the numbers to really take off, but it seems to be holding steady. We got through September. Not too bad.
But here it is, though.
Not too bad.
We're now going into cold weather. This is flu season. We're marching into flu season. So if flu season does what it does in general, which is people get sick from the flu all the time, I'm not going to be surprised if there's a large uptick in
a lot of sneezing and people's resistance will be also lowered.
Exactly.
So, you know,
I
I don't know
worried.
exactly how the body fights off COVID, but if your resistance is lower, it may take easier. I don't know.
Yeah. But what are your thoughts about this Trump being sick? What are your thoughts? Do you think this is going to help or hurt his campaign?
The denial guy. I can't wait to, like you guys say, I can't wait to see how he spins this. If he comes out of it, they'll call him Superman. It's the Man of Steel.
Yes.
Nothing can take him down.
No kidding. Because what's funny to me is that he's somebody who is people have tried to take him down, like as far as like sexual allegations. They've tried to impeach him. Now you have this virus that he just got. And I feel like if he I'm sure he will bounce back from this without any issues. But when he does bounce back from this, he is a straight up G. Like seriously, he is Al Capone up in this piece. He is Al Capone. He's untouchable. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he's been saying this thing really isn't serious and it really doesn't exist. You know, denial for, you know, way back at the beginning.
Yeah.
And he's kind of like, I don't want to wear no mask, yada yada yada. So, you know, who knows how they'll spin it. But I figure he's going to disappear from the stage for at least a month, and the election's in a month, isn't it? October.
Yeah, it's about a
November.
month from today.
Yeah.
A month from today.
So basically the rallies and his, because that's how he drums up support. So that's kind of over.
Yeah.
For him. So we'll see.
I'm interested. I'm interested to see where this goes. And I think a lot of people are speculating, two different roads that he could take. Either he takes the high road and goes, hey, I've learned my lesson. That's me learning as a person, and we need to take this seriously. And then there's the other one where he's like, well, I bounced back from it. I'm fine. I took hydrochloroquine and it saved me, and there's nothing to worry about. You see what I'm saying? So it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's definitely interesting.
The neat thing, well, not the neat thing, but this virus moves fast, so you kind of know where you stand, like you said, in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So that's kind of, it does move pretty quick.
Exactly.
I mean, if you're going to get really sick, you'll know within weeks.
Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking, like, let's see what happens next Thursday. You see what I'm saying? Like next Thursday, Friday, and see where he's at next Thursday, Friday.
Right.
If he's back
I think about their age. I think, they say it really is harder on older people. Now,
yes.
I know he's kind of healthy, but,
kind of.
Older people just don't have the stamina that younger people do.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. So, fingers crossed.
Yeah,
for it.
We'll see what happens. Like you said, in another week, we'll see where it's what's at. We'll be getting minute by minute updates. No question about that.
Yeah. But James, thank you so much for the call, brother. I'm gonna let you go here now. All right, it's time to wrap it up. But thank you, man.
Pascal. Bye.
Bye. But anyway, that's the show, guys. Thank you guys so much for James Joseph, my soldier, my dude. Thank you so much for calling in. It really means a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's great to hear your voice. But it's time to wrap it up, y'all. I appreciate you guys coming on, being on the show, blah, blah, blah. Hit that subscribe button. Here's another thing. Okay, before you guys say good night, because I see Kiss going, bye. Okay, hold up, Tyrannus. Hold up, everybody. I need you guys to do me one small favor. If you got a friend that might be interested in this show, you got a buddy that might be down for this show, you know what I'm saying? Or just be down for the content that I put out on this channel. Can you please tell them to come out and hit that subscribe button? Like I said, I am working towards getting to 10,000 subscribers. And right now, just trying to get past this threshold of the 9,500 area. So I'm looking to hit that 10,000 subscriber mark here very, very soon. So if you got time, please tell your friends, share, all that stuff. That would really, really mean the world to me. And if you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe button down below. That would really mean a lot as well. Okay, guys? Now, Kiss, you can go pee. Anyway, I got to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. Have a great and wonderful Saturday, guys. And Chardon, thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. I'll see you guys soon. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.
Hey, take off. Ms. Feinberg, I'd really appreciate it if you would close your legs.
Do you find it distracting?
Power, respect. The festival is crazy in the streets. Deception, the fakers and leaks. Entertainers are trucking for tweakers and losing their circles. They're not so unique. All of us under surveillance. People so feeling they made it. Half of them stumbling around and they faded. They live in the world that's degrading for people that's constantly hated.
But you see how he makes these S's in his body right here? That's where he's hanging on, and then he's moving forward with the locomotion of his ribs. That is classic Missouri rat snake right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab him before he gets into a hole. Now, these snakes are not biters. They won't bite as long as you don't squeeze them. If you just stop them like this, it'll freeze them, and then you just gently pull them back. As long as you don't squeeze them, they won't bite.
Yo, Mike, what's up, man?
Guy? Good to see you, man.
Yeah, so Sugar Fire.
Yeah.
Fully open, right?
Yeah, we're pretty much open. So you can't sit inside yet. Monday you can sit inside a little bit. We'll have 25% of the tables inside, and then we're letting it rip outside.
So I know that there's a lot of people really concerned about staying safe and all that.
No,
so what are you guys doing in regards to that?
Well, we have extra people to clean and rub everything down all the time. Everybody inside's wearing masks. And we have little stickers on the ground so everyone can stay 6 feet apart.
Right on.
The tables are all spaced out, inside and outside.
Sugar Fire, open in full effect right now. They're staying healthy, they're staying clean. Go get you a rack of ribs. Sugar Fire, open right now.